Howdy, folks. Hey, it's Wednesday evening. It's almost 5:15. I try to get started about this time. Okay, I got a lot of editing to do, guys. I got to send it to YouTube. Let me cross a couple things with you before we get started. One is, if you're ordering here lately, you're going to notice I got some different bags. When I ordered last time, they didn't have what I wanted, and they sent me a different bag. They're 4x6s, the same size, but they're not as thick. What I've been buying, I think it's 3 meals. I think these are 2. I like them better. They're easier to put baits in, but that's what you know. You get them, you're like, what's going on here? You might even like them better. They're softer. The other bags are stiffer because they're thicker, so it's a pros and cons to it. But I gotta have bags. I was run out, and when you go to order, you gotta have bags. You don't have any choice. I had to get some. Number 2, mail outs. Guys, I mail out usually on Thursday or Friday when you win. Now, when I mail out flat rate. I don't mail first class, so I don't get a tracking number. And I'm going to tell you why. And I don't mail out grounds. Now, when I mail out, it runs $1.50 to $2. If I mail first class or grounds, it runs $3 to $4. This year, I spent over $130 mailing out. I keep up with it, guys, because I take it off my taxes. And I just done my taxes last week. So some of these numbers are close to my head. I don't have the exact figure, but I spent over $130 just in mail outs. That ain't counting the cost of the baits. If I would have done first class, yeah, you could triple that. It'd have been $360 or $390. Yeah, it'd been almost $400. That's why I mail that flat rate, guys. I'm trying to give y'all something the cheapest way I can, if that makes sense. All right. So anyway, but my point is, flat rate takes forever. I mailed that to somebody in Texas, and they kept contacting me like, I haven't got it. So I said, well, give it one more week. If it don't come in, I'll remail. It came in. But 2 days later, they emailed me, hey, I got it. It was like 5 weeks. Yeah. All right. I know. It's crazy. I've ordered stuff before, and it's taken 3 or 4 weeks. I ordered something a while back. I couldn't believe it. I kept checking on it, and that was first class. And it took it like a month before I got it. And it was shipped. Some of these, if you've been watching the news, and you'll see the clips on YouTube, if y'all watch the news on YouTube, some of these post offices still have Christmas stuff sitting on their docks. They showed it. The packages are piled up on their docks. They got overwhelmed at Christmas. Houston area, up north a couple areas. I know the Richmond area here in Virginia gets backed up. I've seen the news where people in the Richmond area are complaining that they're not getting their mail. Some of them said they've been weeks without mail. Yeah. That's it, guys. Give it a chance. It will show up. If it does not show up, I will remail you a package. I've had to do that 1 time in 3 years. And I think he texted me back later and said, oh, I got the other one. He said, I got the one you emailed me first, then I got the other one. Sometimes that stuff sits in a post office. They put it in these great big bins. If you've ever been in and seen it, okay? And it sits there. And they dig through it. Well, we didn't get it all day. We didn't have time. We'll get it tomorrow. And they dump more on top of it. And they go through that. And your package is on the bottom. You're right. They didn't get to it the next day. A lot of it stuff like that. All right? Now, let me show you what I've been playing with today. This video I loaded Wednesday that y'all been watching is a test color. I'm using this opportunity of this nasty water. Somebody commented today, that water's nasty. It is. And guys, it poured down. It started raining here Saturday, and it rained through Tuesday morning. Monday night, it poured down. There's a creek behind my house that feeds the lake. I'm two lots from waterfront. And the creek was up Alva's Banks running again. All right? Yeah, it's that bad. So somebody asked me local, when's it going to clear up? I said sometime in May or June. And I know they're thinking, what? It's not going to clear up anytime soon. The water coming out of Kerr Lake is dirty. Now somebody that fishes Kerr Lake commented today, and I commented back to him. He said Kerr Lake's dirty too, all but one little creek. It's not bad. Well, see, that water coming out of Kerr is feeding us. So it's dirty water feeding us too. So it's going to be a while. All right? So I'm taking advantage of it. I'm going to touch back on my camera so I can see. All right. What do y'all think of this color? The top is a purple with a violet highlight. See it when I spin it? See how dark purple I got there? We're looking into it this way. Yeah. So I'm using all these color shifts. It's called a color shift. All right? The bottom is just chartreuse. Isn't that pretty? Now, again, I'm making stuff with this nasty water. That's what I'm trying to do. That might be okay in light stain water, but And it could be clear in your lake in Clearwater. You got to know your lake. These are tools, guys. This is in the fat head. Okay. Now, I shot the same color back. Okay, the same color back with a pearl belly. What do you think? So I'm looking through the camera and I don't know how it's coming out. It looks okay. Alright? It's bright. Of course, I shot that in the fat head too. Alright? And here's one more. Okay, hold on. Hold on to your britches. Bam! Yeah, I call it midnight. It's the same back, but the belly, when I move it, you'll be able to see maybe. The belly is the blue mist that changes from blue to purple. See, it looks blue to me, but through the camera, it don't look blue. So you can see through it there. So, yeah, it's pretty dark. And some of y'all are going like, Dennis, you done lost it now, boy, with all those colors. I watch some other YouTubers make baits. That ain't nothing. They make stuff that's really wild. They make purples that bait that's all purple, a great big purple flake in it, like size 50 or something. I use 35 one small. Most of I use 0115 and 0008. I don't like the big flake. But you can change the color of the bait with just the flake. But there you go. There's some new colors. When I load a video, get my hair out of the way. When I load a video and say it's a test color like I did today, it's a test color. I'm playing with gold. I've got, coming up, you're going to see, I didn't bring it out here. I got gold with orange belly coming too. I got the gold that I fished with in this video that has this blue mist belly. It's the same thing I put on this. But you can see it's a little different on there. It's not as much plastic in the fat head, guys. You know, you don't have as much plastic in this area, so, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to change the color of it. But I've got a couple more that I bring. I got a brown that I'm using. Because see, grenada bug, I made grenada bug this week. Grenada bug, somebody asked me how I make it. It's a yellow. I start with the yellow, lemon yellow. And I add brown, natural brown to it till I get the color I want. If you want to come up with your own color, you can say somebody said, how many drops? Well, it depends on how big you can tell your hole is in your dropper. What brand are you using? How thick is it? All that changes. It's hard to give somebody a recipe. So I give you an idea how to do it. That's what you need to do. You need to play with it. Like today, me playing with these colors, I made the glow baits today. Then I spent about an hour playing with these colors. All right? And I might not catch a fish on any of that. I might end up trashing all these. I don't make a bunch. I shoot the LC shad usually once. And I shoot the fathead minnow once or twice. And then, because it only makes 20 at a time. Because I want to give some to Sam, the fish, and we'll see how it goes. They might never make the sight. I want to catch a fish on them first. But guys, there's no, all right, I'm going to tell you a secret. Ready? Don't tell everybody this. There is no secret weapon. Everybody thinks, oh man, I'm going to buy this color. That crappie don't have a chance. I'll catch everyone in the lake. I think crappie are like us. Some of them like different things. But you got to change your colors to your watercolor, to time of day. You could be catching them on something at 9 o'clock in the morning. At 10, they won't hit it. Sun done got to a different angle. It's looking different to them in the water. See what I'm saying? You got to be flexible. You got to be ready to change. Okay? Even body shapes. As the sun gets up, you might want to go to the fat head, go to a little bait. It's more sunlight's in the water. All right? Let's get a number. There's no secret tool. The glow baits, y'all see me catch fish. I got the biggest fish I've caught this year on it. It's a tool. You will be able to use that. In nasty water, it's going to help you. At night, somebody commented, it's great at night. I can believe that. I have to do a night fish trip when it warms up. Nasty water at night, first thing in the morning. If you start in the daylight, it could be good. You know what I'm saying? Under a bridge. What's darker under a bridge might be a good place. Play with it. All right, guys, y'all want to see who won? Let's go down through here and look. I said this in the video the other day, and like I said, I'm not trying to make anybody mad or anything. I'm just telling you what I think and what I'm learning through the years fishing. I know guys that use one bait. They use curly tail grubs. I know people that that's all they throw is a curly tail grub. I've caught a lot of fish on them also. I used to fish them a lot too. But guys, back in the 70s and 80s, we didn't have a lot to choose from. You know, we didn't have a lot of good crappie baits to choose from. And I used to throw a grub back here about all the time. That and a beetle spin. I used to go down the bank with the beetle spin and catch fish. But as we've come along now, and as more people fishing, and as more people crappie fishing, it's getting harder to catch them. It's gotten tougher, and they get finicky. At times, you got to play a game with them. And you'll catch more fish if you learn to play their game. If they don't hit that grub, in times the grub will turn them on too. But if they don't hit that grub, they might hit that swim bait, little knobby swim bait. Or they might hit the LC shad or downsize. You got to be prepared to go out there with different tools to catch fish. Same as being a carpenter going to the job. You don't just go there with a hammer. You got to have a saw and the other thing. And I'm comparing it to that because a lot of y'all do that, and I do that. I work construction around. You got to be prepared. When you go crappie fishing, if you just go with one bait and one color, you're not prepared. Be prepared, because I'll tell you what, sometimes they can be finicky. Sometimes you go out there and think you don't know. I don't have an idea what I'm doing. I can't even get a bite. That's how it can be sometimes. And you can switch a color or have somebody in the boat with you, pick up something else and throw it and start catching fish. You go like, what are you using? Y'all been there. Y'all know what I'm saying. You've been there. 186. Okay? 120s will get knocked out. But y'all been there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you hit the right color and you start catching them. And again, they can quit on that color. If I'm fishing a dock, usually I'll throw a different color. Now, what gets me in trouble sometimes, guys, is I'm making a video about this color. So I'm only throwing this color. You know what I'm saying? So I could switch sometimes and catch more fish. I can tell you that. But if a color's working, I'll fish with it. Now, I have gone out there before and said, okay, today I'm going to make a video with this color. And go out there and fish it for 15, 20 minutes, see fish on my live scope. And you're like, huh. Reach down there in my box, let me try this. I pick something else up, bam, catch one the first cast. Bam, catch one the second, third cast. And we're like, okay. You can't force feed them. You got to find what they're interested in. Does that make sense? That's fishing. And that's why you got to carry different color baits and different things. See, 171? Does that make sense to you? That's something I learned. Bass fishing is the exact same way. Some days they're watermelon red. The water's got pretty clear. They're eat it up. Next day you go out and throw it. Can't get them hit. Go to watermelon. Candy. That's the purple at the end, and it'll be hotter than the plain watermelon. That's fishing. 171. That's 160. All right, I'm gonna pay attention to what I'm doing here. Nope. 175. You got knocked out, Rodney. 175. Daryl. Okay, the number is 186. It's gonna be hard to knock Daryl out now. And guys, if you win, I know I don't say this enough. Skip at least 2 weeks. Most of you do that, but I don't mention it enough. Give somebody else a chance to win there. 189. Now see, he went over. Donnie's way under. Okay. So he skipped. John Delaney won the other week. He skipped. Give somebody else a little bit of a chance. All right. So right now, 175 is my number. All right. I think he's won this. No, I might be wrong. Sometimes I get some of y'all's names confused. All right. I'll go back. I don't see 125. I must make sure I didn't get the number. Now I'll go back and I'll check it one more time, guys, before I close this. I'll cut the camera off and say, hey, he won. And I'll go back and check it one more time, make sure I'm right. All right, guys, appreciate you. Like I said, I'm not promising any of these colors. If any of them make it, it probably will be the chartreuse belly purple. That looks really good. I hope the crappie like it. And this nasty water, I can see that being a hit. Grenada bug is a brown color. And if you look at it in the bag, you'd go like, why would they hit that in dirty water? I know from the guys fishing Grenada places, they use a lot of browns too and golds. If you watch Crappie Connection, they was talking about fishing Kerr Lake. It wasn't our Kerr Lake here. It was Kerr Lake in Oklahoma. And they was using with that butter pecan color. And you watch when they hold that up, it's really close to Grenada bug. It's probably a little darker. Looks like a pumpkin seed with a yellow tint to it. That's what it looks like. And the belly's kind of yellow. So, hey. And the banana color, the banana pink, banana work good in the dirty water. So y'all keeping up with what I'm using now in this dirty water. I done got quite a few on it. The blue mist. So when y'all ask me what works good in dirty water, you're learning. I'm learning. Because usually we only have a couple weeks of water being this nasty. But like I said, a bridge washed out on the creek that I live on, and we got a bunch of mud from that. And that downpour was so bad here. I mean, everything, all the creeks were up flooding, so it dumped a lot of dirt in this lake, so it's going to take it a while. Hey guys, fishing lake country, If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. If you are leaving a number, you can get unsubscribed. I heard another YouTuber complain about the other day. He said, people keep saying that you're getting unsubscribed. And he said, I don't know what's happened with that. I don't either. I've heard that people on this site have made comments they've been unsubscribed a couple times. So make sure that box, when you, right here. So I don't have it on mine because this is the editor's page. It'll say subscribe. If it's black, you're not subscribed. Okay? Hey, Dennis, Fish Lake Country. See y'all next time.